Tremaine. Trey Neverson, better known by his stage name Trey Songz, is an American singer-songwriter, record producer, rapper, and actor. His debut album, I Gotta Make It, was released in 2005, while his second album, Trigga, was released in 2007. His third album, Ready, was released in 2009, while his fourth studio album, Passion, Pain and Pleasure, was released on September 14, 2010. His fifth album, entitled Chapter 5, was released on August 21, 2012. His sixth studio album, Trigga, was released on July 1, 2014. Life and career: 1984 – 2003, early life and career beginnings. Songz was born Tremaine Alden Neverson on November 28, 1984, in Petersburg, Virginia. His mother, April Tucker, was 17 when he was born. Raised as a military brat by his mother and stepfather, Songz did not have aspirations for a musical career as a child due to his shyness, saying singing wasn't a reality for me, until other people started noticing I sounded good. He recognized his vocal abilities at the age of 14. Reluctant to sing, he began performing with encouragement by friends and family in high school. Record producer Troy Taylor discovered Songz during a talent show in 2000, which led him to signing a recording contract with Atlantic Records in 2002. After graduating from high school in 2002, Songz moved to New Jersey to begin recording his debut album, though recording did not actually begin until 2003. 2004 – 08, I Gotta Make It and Trigga. While recording his debut album in 2004, Songz released multiple mixtapes under the alias Prince of Virginia. One of the mixtapes featured an answer track to R. Kelly's Trapped in the Closet, entitled Open the Closet. The song gave Songz some notoriety. His debut album, I Gotta Make It, was released on July 26, 2005. It debuted at number 20 on the Billboard 200, selling 40,000 copies in its first week of sales. It has sold 300,000 records in the U.S., but was never certified by the RIAA. Songz's debut single, Gotta Make It, featuring Twista, was released in March 2005 and reached number 87 in the Billboard Hot 100 and number 21 on the Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs. It garnered success in the R&B urban community but failed to make a mark in mainstream music. The album's second and final single, Gotta Go, was released in July 2005 and reached number 67 on the Hot 100 and number 11 on the Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs chart, becoming even more successful than his debut single in the R&B urban community and in the mainstream community. After promotion for his debut concluded, he was featured on the lead single from Twista's fifth album, The Day After. The single, Girl Tonight, reached number 14 on the Hot 100 and number 3 on the Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs chart, becoming a huge hit. In mid-2006, Songz began work on a follow-up album to his debut with longtime collaborator Troy Taylor and also employed hitmakers Brian Michael Cox, Danger, Stargate and R. Kelly to help create the album. Trey aimed for the album to be more mainstream-oriented than his debut album. His second studio album, Trigga, was released on October 2, 2007. The album reached number 11 on the Billboard 200, selling 73,000 copies in its first week. It has since sold 400,000 records in the U.S., becoming his second album not to be certified by the RIAA. The album was going to be released on May 8, 2007, but was continually delayed in order for a successful single to precede the album, as the lead single failed to impact charts. His second album was preceded by the lead single, Wonder Woman, which was released in February 2007. It reached number 54 on the Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs chart, but failed to impact the Hot 100. Because of the single's failure, his second album was delayed from May 2007 to October 2007. The album's second single, Can't Help But Wait, was released in August 2007 and was released to promote his second album and the film Step Up to the Streets soundtrack as a single for it. The single reached number 14 on the Hot 100, and number 2 on the Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs chart. It became Songz's first top 20 hit on the Hot 100, and helped to boost his second album's sales. The single was also nominated for Best Male R&B Vocal Performance at the 2008 50th Grammy Awards. The third single from the album, Last Time, was released in January 2008 and reached number 69 on the Hot 100, and number 9 on the Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs chart. The fourth and final single from the album, Missin' You, was released in May 2008, but failed to chart completely. In mid-2008, Songz was nominated for a BET Award for Best Male R&B Artist but did not win the award. 2009 A Euro 11, Ready and Passion, Pain and Pleasure. In late 2008, Trey began work on his third studio album with Brian Michael Cox, Sean Garrett, Stargate and Troy Taylor, and aimed for the record to be more mature than his first two. Before releasing his third album, Songz released a mixtape titled Anticipation in June 2009 through his blog, which featured songs from his third album. Another mixtape from Trey was released in the summer of 2009, called Genesis. Genesis was a collection of Trey Songz's first recordings when he was 15 years old and was released to show his fans the dedication that he had to making a record when he was young. Trey released his third studio album, Ready, on August 31, 2009. The album reached number 3 on the Billboard 200, selling 131,000 copies in its first week. These are his best first-week sales to date, and the album was his first to reach the top 10 on the Billboard 200. The album has since sold over 1 million records in the U.S., earning a platinum certification from the RIAA in June 2014, becoming his first platinum album. The lead single from the album, I Need a Girl, was released in April 2009 and reached number 5 on the Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs chart and number 59 on the Hot 100. Becoming an R&B urban hit but not a mainstream hit. A promotional single, Successful, featuring rapper Drake, was released in June 2009 and reached number 17 on the Hot 100, becoming Songz's third top 20 hit. The single also served as the second and final single from Drake's EP, So Far Gone. The second official single from his third album, LOL Smiley Face, featuring Soulja Boy Tell 'Em and Gucci Mane, was released in August 2009 and reached number 51 on the Hot 100 and number 12 on the Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs chart. The third single from the album, I Invented Sex, featuring Drake, was released in October 2009 and reached number 42 on the Hot 100 but number 1 on the Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs chart, becoming his first single to top that chart. Like the first two singles from the album, it achieved success in the R&B urban community but only some mainstream success. Charted within the Billboard Hot 100, and topped the R&B chart. The fourth single from the album, Sayor, featuring rapper Fabolous, was released in January 2010 and reached number 9 on the Hot 100 and number 3 on the Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs chart. The single has become Trey's highest charting single on the Hot 100 and one of his most successful singles on the Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs chart. The fifth and final single from the album, Neighbors Know My Name, was released in February 2010 and reached number 43 on the Hot 100 and number 4 on the Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs chart. A sixth single, Yo Side of the Bed, was going to be released in June 2010, but its release was cancelled due to unknown reasons. A music video, featuring singer Kerry Hilson, was filmed and released, however. Songz was also the opening act for Jay-Z on his Jay-Z Fall Tour in late 2009. The album was nominated for Best Contemporary R&B Album at the 52nd Grammy Awards in 2010, but lost to Beyoncé copyright S.I.Am. Sasha Fierce. On April 1, 2010, he recorded an episode of MTV Unplugged, which aired on April 26, 2010. A documentary series about Trey Songz, My Moment, began in June 2010 to positive reviews and high ratings. The 10-part series will end in August 2010 and follows Trey during his time as opening act on Jay-Z's Jay-Z Fall Tour in late 2009. Songz's fourth studio album, Passion, Pain and Pleasure, was released on September 14, 2010. Trey began work on the album in early 2010 with Sean Garrett, Troy Taylor and Stargate, and has stated that the album will be his most personal to date. The album was completed in July 2010. The album's lead single, Bottoms Up, featuring female rapper Nicki Minaj, was released on July 27, 2010 and has reached number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, becoming his biggest hit to date. The single has since been certified 3x platinum. Its video was filmed on July 31, 2010 and is pending release. Trey also filmed the video for the album's second single, Can't Be Friends, on August 1, 2010. Can't Be Friends was released as the album's second single in August 2010. Songz embarked on the Passion, Pain and Pleasure tour on August 6, 2010 with singer Monica. The tour is his first headlining tour to date and consists of shows in venues that seat 3,000 to 5,000 people. Songz also contributed to the song Already Taken to the Step Up 3D soundtrack, which was released on July 27, 2010. He filmed a video for the song, which was released in July 2010. The leading lady in the video is former girlfriend and professional dancer Helen Chtlu. Songz appeared at the 2010 MTV Video Music Awards on September 12, 2010. Songz performed at BET Awards 2011, which broadcast on June 26, 2011. 2011 A Euro 12, Inevitable and Chapter 5, on August 18, 2011, it was announced Songz will be working on his fifth studio album titled Chapter 5. In an interview Trey said the album, which will act as the follow-up to Passion, Pain and Pleasure, is said to be nearing completion. He also carried on to say Eat a Euro unregistered trademark S my 6th year in the game, so we a Euro unregistered trademark they been here for a while now. You can expect the best meow a Euro unregistered trademark they ever heard. I don't a Euro unregistered trademark T have any release dates in mind right now, but a Euro unregistered trademark M just making music and enjoying myself in the studio and having fun. When I get to a place where I feel comfortable saying a date or all of that, people will definitely know. I have a few dream collaborations on that album that I want, but they say if you blow out your candle and make a wish you can't a Euro unregistered trademark T tell people what you ask for it won't a Euro unregistered trademark T come true. Chapter 5 became Songz's first US #1 album. On November 28, 2011, on his birthday, Songz released his Inevitable EP to prepare for the release of his album. In February 2012, Songz will embark on his Anticipation Tour to promote his mixtape Anticipation 2 and to raise awareness of his new album. In July 2011, he was cast in Texas Chainsaw 3D as Ryan, the male lead role. The film was released on January 4, 2013. 2013 A Euro Present, Trigga, on June 20, 2013, in a radio interview with KS 107.5, Songz confirmed that he had already recorded about 8 songs for his 6th studio album. Songz also hinted at a collaboration with Ne-Yo. On Christmas Day, Songz released the song titled Na Na on the Angel Network. In February 2014, Songz released another track featuring Young Jeezy called Ordinary, and he was also featured on the remix to Mariah Carey's single, You're Mine. On February 15, 2014, announced the tentative release for the album, Trigga, to be June 30. In March 2014, Songz released the music video for Na Na, and released the second single of his album called Smartphones. On April 1, 2014, 50 Cent released a single featuring Songz, titled Smoke, from his 5th studio album Animal Ambition. Discography: I Gotta Make It, Trey Day, Ready, Passion, Pain and Pleasure, Chapter V Trigga, Tours, Passion, Pain and Pleasure Tour, OMG Tour, Anticipation Tour, Chapter 5 World Tour with Miguel and Elvana, Filmography, Film, Television, Awards and Nominations, Grammy Awards, Other Awards, References. External links, Official website, Trey Songz at the Internet Movie Database.